There are many sizes of stitching chisels, but most leatherworkers are using the wrong chisel for the wrong use. In this video, I'm going to show you the only 4 stitching chisels you need to cover every situation, but why the single prong is essential for every leather crafter. So I think everyone needs a large stitching chisel, either a 12 or even a 20 tooth. For me, the 20 tooth is just a little too big, but if you're doing large projects like bags regularly, then I would pick up a 20 teeth. So a large chisel helps you to keep a nice straight line over a long distance of stitching. You get really crisp, straight stitching lines. As a bonus tip, you can also overlap 3 holes rather than 2, which will help keep that line even straighter. Let me know down in the comment section, what stitching chisel setup are you using right now? So using a 12 or a 20 also helps to speed up that stitching process. If you want to use a smaller chisel, then you can, but it can be difficult to get a nice straight line and it could end up looking wonky. So when stitching for long lengths, this really makes a huge difference. Now most people default to this largest chisel for most of their jobs because it feels efficient. But when you start to get into some situations, this chisel fails completely. So my daily drivers are these Kevin Lee French style premium stitching chisels, beautifully carved out of a super high strength piece of steel. And these are super sharp. If you can't push your chisels through leather without a mallet, then they're not sharp enough. I bought these stitching chisels about 7 months ago and they've made such a difference to my leatherwork. So the link down in the description if you want to check them out. If you use code CONTOUR10, you can also get 10% off your entire order. So the 5 tooth is probably my most used chisel. This works really well on small card holders, smaller projects. So if you were to do this with the 12 chisel, it would likely be too long. And if you were to use the 2, it wouldn't create a straight line because there's not a central hole to align it with the next position. So although I love the 5 teeth, there are 2 common problems I face when stitching that only the single tooth can fix. So just remember, as you move down stitching chisel size, you need to use less force with your maul or your mallet. So with reduced friction, you need less force to push the stitching chisels through the leather. So start out with some light blows and then just add them as you need. And you don't want to hit too hard because you might damage your chisels by embedding them into your surface a bit too much. But these also taper out, so it will change the size of your stitching holes. So it's a good idea to start with some light blows and then just add them as you need. So whilst the 2 tooth can't do straight lines, it excels at curves. So on my corners of my leatherwork, I like to create nice curves to round out those corners, but this poses a problem. So when you're stitching around a curve to match the shape of your item, you need to adjust the position of the chisels. And this is where the 2 tooth comes in. But this only works on large curves. What you need to watch out for with these French style chisels is for the slits to get misaligned as you're moving around that curve. And this happens when you rotate from one position to the next. So on large curves, this is not a problem, but when it gets to tighter, sharper radius curves, this won't work at all. So in this situation, I will use the 2 tooth to allow me to get that spacing that I need, but then actually switch to the single tooth to make sure that the previous slit isn't damaged. But this isn't the only use for the single prong, but there's a bigger problem you can face, particularly when you're layering leather. So you've got to make sure that your chisels stay sharp. If they aren't sharp, take more effort to push them through the leather, and it can also damage the leather on its way in and out. It just looks less professional if they're forced through the leather. So step 1 is getting a nice set of sharp stitching chisels like these. And then what you want to do is you want to keep them sharp. So the easiest way to maintain them is to hone them using a polishing compound and strop. This is easy for the outside teeth, but it can get a little bit more difficult when you have something like the 5 or the 12, and you need to get creative with how to hone them. So I create a thin strop that allows me to get into these internal teeth and hone them and keep them sharp. But I've got a whole video coming on that soon. So the single tooth. This is the chisel that most people underestimate. It doesn't look like much, it doesn't speed anything up, but it gives you something that none of the others do: control at the exact point you need it to. So for corners, transitions, tight curves, the single tooth is essential. So we've talked about how the single prong is needed for sharp radius curves, but when you have multiple layers of leather, typically card holders, passport wallets, that kind of thing, and you need to stitch them together, you might find that your stitch spacing doesn't actually line up with where the edge of the leather is. Either the final slit is too far from the end, which doesn't look good, it's not very symmetrical, but also the end of the leather can then flap up over time and it reduces the durability of the piece. Or even worse, the slit may align with the edge of the piece of leather, which will mean you'll slice through the leather completely. So let's fix this. You need to adjust the position of the final slit, and the only way you can do this is using a single prong chisel. So using a larger chisel, I'll work out the position of the final slit, and then if this aligns well, then that's great, I'll use the larger chisel. If this aligns at the wrong position, then what I'll do is I'll adjust it with my single prong. So your spacing won't be perfectly exact, but it doesn't matter. It A, looks so much better, and B, will create a longer lasting, more durable leather piece. So use the single prong and it'll fix your problems. If you're just starting out, don't stop here. This video up on screen is the perfect follow-up. Let's keep crafting.